Good morning and welcome to THG News Today, right here on THG Network. My name is Mervin and we're programming for today, Tuesday, 24th September. I trust that you had yourselves a restful and a blessed weekend. I'm happy to be here with you this morning. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on the island of St. Maarten, with 3 locations at the St. Maarten Medical Center, on the Pontville in Phillipsburg, and of course in Colby. Let me say good morning to the fine folks in management there at Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on St. Maarten. Folks, if this is your first time joining us here on the network, we always ask that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel, so in this way that you're able to be kept abreast in what's happening around the Caribbean and also in the diaspora. Now let's begin our news this morning out of St. Kitts. Win FM is reporting that the Director of Public Prosecutions announced that it will be launching a formal investigation into the administration of the Citizenship By Investment program prior to the significant reforms implemented by the current federal administration. The Director of Public Prosecutions Office emphasizes the importance of ensuring a fair and independent inquiry, particularly in light of the potential political implications of the investigation. The Director of Public Prosecutions Office has received assurances from the federal administration that they will fully support an independent and impartial process, allowing the investigation to proceed. The DPPO plans to appoint a special prosecutor from a foreign jurisdiction to lead the inquiry with the assistance of a team of outside investigators. At least one local investigator, in whom the Director of Public Prosecutions Office has full confidence, will also be a part of the investigative team to ensure collaboration and local oversight. The Citizenship By Investment program, established as the oldest of its kind globally, allows individuals to obtain citizenship through significant financial contributions or investments in government-approved real estate or development projects. Currently, the program requires a minimum donation of $250,000 or a minimum investment of $400,000. And we will see exactly if this has teeth. We know, of course, political parties, especially when they're in opposition, they will say, you know what, when we get into office, we're going to investigate and we're going to do this, and somebody will get locked up or whatever the case may be. And this administration, the Labour-led administration, led by Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew, they have put some things into place for full investigation. Well, independently, they said. This will be independently run by the Director of Public Prosecutions Office with a special prosecutor from a foreign jurisdiction and, of course, assistance from outside investigators and one local investigator. St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship By Investment program, it has been in the news over and over again, good sometimes, bad other times, and especially as of late, a lot of things were said and people are in court. Well-known public figures dealing with the CBI and all sorts. So, it is good that this is happening. So once and for all, we can get a clear picture of what has been taking place as far as the Citizenship By Investment program. If anyone is to be brought to justice, of course, they'll be innocent until proven guilty. And so we should allow that to take its course. Yeah? Now, news from St. Maarten. Departing Member of Parliament, Silvera Jacobs, came in for much praise and commendations on Thursday as she bade farewell to the legislature, as well as officially stepping down as the leader for her political party. And this is according to a Daily Herald report. She received the glowing reviews during a meeting of the legislature to close the 7th-month parliamentary term, the shortest in the country's history. During the meeting, new National Alliance leader Egbert Jurendi Duran presented Jacobs with a token of appreciation, thanking her for her service. And also in a social media post, MP Duran stated, and I read in part, "I respect her dedication to our country and her long-standing service. MP Jacobs, I wish you all the best as you continue to serve St. Maarten in different capacities, knowing that your commitment to the people will remain strong. May your new journey be one of purpose. God bless you." National Alliance's MP Adwell Arian was amongst the MPs who spoke highly of Jacobs. Arian said Thursday marked the close of a significant chapter in the journey of leadership and service for Jacobs, who he said had faithfully served St. Maarten in various capacities since 2012. Her legacy stands tall as a testament to the values of dedication, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the people of St. Maarten. He continued by saying, as the outgoing NA leader's contributions have been numerous and impactful, she took up the mantle of leadership at a time when our party and the country faced considerable challenges. guiding us through storms with resilience and fortitude. Under her inclusive leadership, the National Alliance not only weathered tough times, but emerged stronger, remaining the most trusted political party on this island, according to Irian. He said her tenure as Prime Minister, her role as Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports, and her multiple terms as a Member of Parliament reflect a deep, lifelong dedication to public service. Through her leadership, Silvera ensured that our party remained focused on the principles of social democracy, working in the interests of all St. Martiners, especially during difficult periods like the aftermath of Hurricane Irma and the global pandemic, he said. As we recognize her stepping down from the role of party leader, let us not forget that this is not an end, but a new beginning. Silvera remains a part of the National Alliance family, offering her wisdom, experience, and unwavering support from within our community. While she may not be seated here in Parliament in the next term, we know that her work is far from over, and she will continue to serve St. Maarten with the same dedication and love she has shown over the past decade. Party for Progress PFP MP Melissa Gums told Jacobs that as woman in any male-dominated arena, it is always difficult to strike that balance between what some may call the parental instincts of leadership and the necessity to separate what is right from what is popular. Though we may not have agreed always on the political front, I made it a point as a woman member of Parliament to support you on those points where we did agree, even if it was not in front of you, and even to those who would detract from your leadership for reasons that had nothing to do with politics and everything to do with the personal, she said. I appreciate you trying, however difficult it was, to maintain the integrity of the office of the Prime Minister, Gums added. United People's Party MP Francisco La Cruz told Jacobs, "We will meet again, as we know it's not the end of your political career." Several other MPs shared similar sentiments about Jacobs, many of whom indicated that they know that she will be back. Jacobs said the experience gained and lessons learned along the way can never be taken away from her, and she will continue to serve St. Maarten in whatever function she gets the opportunity to. I am a daughter of the soil, according to Jacobs, who dared to dream, who worked hard, and will continue to work hard, as it will take us all, brothers and sisters, working together for St. Maarten to continue to grow. And of course, we here at THG Network, we wish the Honorable Silvera Jacobs all the best. And as the MPs have said on Thursday, she will definitely be back when it comes to St. Maarten politics. We continue with our news out of Anguilla, and this is as per a press release from the Government of Anguilla. The Government of Anguilla was officially informed of the closure of the St. James School of Medicine Anguilla Campus. According to the government, they were informed on Monday, September 16th of the closure. At the same time, the closure was announced via social media. This notification came via an email correspondence to Acting Premier Kenneth Hodge from Mr. Kaushik Guha, Executive Vice President of the St. James Medical Center. The letter read in part, "I am writing to formally inform you of the institution's decision to close our campus on the island of Anguilla as part of a strategic consolidation of our operations. This decision is effective at the end of the fall 2024 semester, with the final term in Anguilla scheduled to end on the 23rd of December 2024. After careful consideration, the Board of Trustees and the senior leadership of the SJSM have determined that consolidating our resources and operation into a single campus in St. Vincent will allow us to further enhance the educational experience we offer to our students and ensure the long-term sustainability of our institution. This move is part of a wider vision to strengthen the delivery of our medical education programs and to focus investment on state-of-the-art facilities and academic innovation. We would like to take this opportunity to express our deep appreciation for the support and collaboration of the Anguillan government over the years. The SJSM has had a long-standing relationship with the Anguillan community, and we remain committed to supporting our students, faculty, and staff through this transition. As part of this process, we have developed plans to minimize disruption, including provisions for remote learning and relocation assistance for students and staff." And that's coming a part of the information from the Medical University to the Government of Anguilla. And of course, the acting premier and members of cabinet, they met with the team last week just to go over a number of things. And there was an MOU signed with all medical schools in Anguilla, and the MOU including American University of Anguilla, and they required a 200,000 US levy that was paid within 10 years. And this is a part of the plan for being on Anguilla, plus $200 per student per trimester. This is the same as required from the St. James Medical School. The levy is essentially a licensing fee. Yeah? And finally, in our news this morning, the opposition People's National Party of Jamaica made fresh calls for Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness to resign, arguing that him being embroiled in an investigation for alleged illicit enrichment is a serious blot on the image of the country, both locally and internationally. Leader of the opposition and president of the PNP, Mark Golden, led the calls as he addressed a press conference to discuss the findings of the Integrity Commission's investigative report on the financial affairs of the Prime Minister. The investigation report and an addendum, the Commission's ruling, and a special report were all tabled on Tuesday in the House of Representatives. It marks the culmination of a 2-year investigation, which the Prime Minister's statutory declarations remained uncertified. The investigation sought to ascertain whether Holness owned assets disproportionate to his lawful earnings, and if he had in fact made false statements in his statutory declarations by way of omissions contrary to law. Jamaica has a Prime Minister who remains under investigation for the serious corruption offense of illicit enrichment, and whose annual statutory declarations for 2021 onwards still cannot be certified by the country's Integrity Commission as required by law. It is untenable for our Prime Minister not to be in good standing with the country's Integrity Commission. We cannot go on like this. The Prime Minister must step aside now or call fresh elections so that the people have the chance to elect a new government that can take our country out of this mess, according to the opposition leader. In its report, the Commission concluded that it had no evidence to conclude illicit enrichment by Holness, but was still short of information to certify his statutory declarations, and suggested that financial transactions involving 3 companies linked to the Prime Minister should be subject to further investigations by the FID, Tax Administration Jamaica, and the Financial Services Commission, pointing out that the Prime Minister has known since 2023 that he was under investigation for illicit enrichment, which is a corruption offense under the Corruption Prevention Act. Golden further argued that Holness has failed in his solemn duty to the Jamaican people to ensure that the laws of Jamaica are maintained and that he acts in keeping with the standards of principled behavior required of his very high office. Holness, in a statement to Parliament, insisted that he has complied with all obligations placed on him within the law. The opposition leader said Holness has placed Jamaica and its cherished democracy in a dangerous and untenable situation. With that, we've just concluded THG News for today, Monday, 23rd September. Do join us again here tomorrow morning, God's willing, same time for a similar presentation. The news, of course, was powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on St. Maarten. I am Mervin Hanley, wishing you a pleasant day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Colbay and on the Punfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feases, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feases, located at the entrance to the Cotton Jewelry Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.